Hey there, hi there, ho there. Hello there, my name's Adam. Welcome to the channel Kaputy Inc. I went to Harbor Freight to pick up a tubing bender. Ended up seeing these beauties. Decided I couldn't live without them. So we've unboxed them already, as you can see. We're going to make a mount and maybe try them out. Let's get kicking. Check it out. Here I believe is what you would consider a stretcher. You can see the dies pull apart. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's got two arrows showing apart. I believe that would be stretching the metal. So when you take it out of the box, it's all together, but this, you just have to add the handle. There's an Allen screw here, you tighten down. Comes with Allen wrench, comes with a set of instructions. Pretty straightforward. These things are pretty beef, pretty heavy duty. You got like, looks to be like at least 3/8 thick here. It's actually not even side to side, but who gives a shit. Then we got the shrinker. Hopefully I said stretcher for the other one. The arrows are pointing together. You go down, it grabs the metal, forces it together, shrinks it. Same deal. Comes with two Allen wrenches, one big old titty, one big wrench, one little wrench. The big wrench, I do believe, is to take off these side screws. If your jaws aren't working, you just remove 1, 2, 3, 4, take it apart, clean it, put it back together. That's what the instructions say. The small one is to tighten the Allen head screw on the handle. Pretty simple, straightforward. This fits an Allen head screw in the front of the handle too. I was a little confused myself about it. I actually read the instructions about how to put it together. Was I like supposed to put this handle in deeper and get it caught by this Allen head screw? I do believe it's just there for a stop of sorts. Really didn't see what else it was for. It's not labeled as anything special. I think it's mainly just to stop the handle from going in far enough. So pretty sweet deal. I think they were like 150, 160 bucks. I don't know if I got them on sale, regular price, what. You know, I'm a big ball and I just bought them. So we're going to make them out for them, and then we're going to try and maybe test them out on a piece of sheet metal. Here's what stuff's going to be mounted to. It's a big ass piece of 3/8 tubing. I believe it's like a 2.5 inch or something of that order. Square tubing. Inside it takes 2 1/4, so I've got a nice thick wall piece of 2 inch and a piece of angle iron off another cutoff that'll make up that gap, so this can sit in here. Then in the floor, the concrete here is like between 8 and 12 inches thick through the whole thing. When this floor got poured, it got poured really thick, lots of rebar. Expecting to have heavy equipment in here. So this piece of pipe goes way down into the ground. I think it's actually down into the sand. I think this is like a 3-foot piece of pipe hammered into the ground too. So this is sturdy. It's going to hold our tools, and normally we have a big vise in it, but we're going to use it for alternate things. I already have a sheet metal brake, like just a small one that I put in here, and I'm going to make these mounts. I've just bought a pipe bender from Harbor Freight, and then I got these shrinker stretchers, so it's kind of handy. You just set them in here, switch them out, set them on the shelf, and it makes it extremely versatile. All right, shrinker and stretcher. We got a piece of 2 inch. We'll have to clean that up real good. Slap that piece to it. We'll make a nice little plate for the top, and we're going to do that out of this C-channel with leftover from a project that this is involved with too. And we'll have to do individual ones for each one. I thought maybe they both sit on here, but I think they'll just get in the way. Maybe if you had a really long piece, but then where do you store it? So if I could keep these small, they'll be easier to just set on a shelf. You won't have to like, it'll be heavy if you have them both on there in this piece. So we'll cut her into 2 pieces and we'll mount them separately. Got a couple holes drilled. Don't worry about that little guy who was already in there. So now we'll be able to bolt our shrinker stretchers to these. Then we'll weld right here a couple of pieces of box tubing. We'll be set. Yeah, getting a sweet little curve in there. Nice, this is pretty heavy gauge steel too. So, yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Starting to get a curve in the opposite direction. Oh yeah, you start throwing some weight into that thing. Make some compound curves there. Sick! That's going to wrap up today's sermon. It is a Sunday, so these turned out pretty sweet. I am happy with it. You can see they could easily be just clamped in a vise and used that way too, as long as you got a big sturdy vise. The way it bent that metal, I've been wanting to try and do that, seen it on TV for years, never done it myself, so pretty jazzed to get to do it myself. I was pretty, if you know what I'm saying, about it. So welded a little nut on here so that they didn't go as far down in that tube. There's still 4 inches of engagement, which is enough to satisfy my wife, or so she says. Whatever. Anyways, so hope you enjoyed. If you did, give us a like. If you want to see me doing my stumbling, rumbling, bumbling, seeing me do more of my most excellent work, please subscribe and leave a comment. You know, let me know I'm handsome. Let me know I'm an idiot. Either way, I appreciate the engagement, you know, and the subscription. Oh, the vindication, you know, it's just amazing. Anyways, we'll see you on the next one.